without further ado, without further ado. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Florence. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back home. I hope you subscribed. If you're not, please go ahead and do so. And while you're at it, put on your notification bell so you can get what? The VVIP treatment, so you can get the notifications every time I post a video. So guys, like I said in my last video, today we're going to be talking about high porosity hair, the characteristics of high porosity hair, and how you can determine if your hair is high porosity from the characteristics of your hair, and how you can manipulate these characteristics to make sure your hair is moisturized and to make sure your hair is flourishing and growing and all of that. So if you want to know if your hair is high porosity and how to take care of it, stay tuned. And without further ado, let's get started. So concerning high porosity hair, there are like 7 characteristics of high porosity hair that you can use to determine if your hair is high porosity or low porosity. Now I'm going to go through the 7 characteristics for you guys. So the first one is usually your hair looks and feels dry. You know, in the last video we talked about how your hair absorbs moisture very fast, but it also loses it very fast. So because of that, usually your hair is not moisturized, it always feels dry, it looks dry. So most times if your hair is like that, your hair is high porosity. Also, it tends to be frizzy because it's dry a lot. It gets frizzy a lot. Your hair tangles easily because it's dry. You know, most of these characteristics is because your hair is actually dry most of the time. So it looks dry, it tangles easily, it freezes up easily. It's prone to breakage because it's dry, you know. It dries very quickly, like you're coming out of the shower and before you know it, your hair has already dried up. In fact, a test usually is when you come out of the shower and your hair is wet, which one dries faster, your body or your hair? Usually if your hair dries faster, it means you have high porosity hair. But I don't know if hair can actually dry faster than the body. I don't know. But if you've tried it and your hair dries faster, then you have high porosity hair. Then your hair absorbs products very quickly. Like you put products, you put water and it's already into it. It doesn't form water beads on your hair or nothing. It just absorbs the product very quickly. Also, because your hair is dry a lot, it really looks shiny. So all of these properties are properties and characteristics of high porosity hair. So if you've studied your hair together with the float test and the absorption test or spray bottle test, you can definitely conclude if your hair is high porosity or low porosity. So guys, let me know in the comment section, is your hair high porosity? If your hair is high porosity, you definitely want to continue to watch this video because I'm going to be telling you a few tips that you can actually use to manipulate your hair into staying moisturized and into having healthy hair. So number 1 is that protein treatment is your best friend. Protein has a lot of amino acids in it and it's kind of like your hair has a lot of holes. When your cuticles are open, it has a lot of holes in it. So proteins are actually like big structures microscopically, so they like fit into those holes that your cuticles have. So like it kind of helps to block those holes. So protein treatments are your best friend. Do protein treatments as often as you can, but it also doesn't mean you should neglect deep conditioning process. So basically, as you're deep conditioning, follow up with your protein treatments. It's as simple as that. So protein treatments are your best friends. Make sure you do them as often as you can. Next, because your hair loses moisture as much as it retains it, you have to get the right formulation of product to help you to retain that moisture. And usually this includes heavy products. So you want to make sure that your products are heavy. For example, you have to make sure you use heavy oils to seal in your hair when you're moisturizing. Heavy oils like castor oil. Jamaican black castor oil is your best friend. So you have to use Jamaican black castor oil or any castor oil you can get your hands on. Castor oils are thick, they are heavy, so it kind of helps you to like, it's like having a coat. You have moisture in and then you coat it you coat your hair with oil and all of those heavy products. For your butters too, you want to use heavy butters like shea butter, not whipped now, normal shea butter that is not whipped, and mango butter. Those products are heavy and they would help you to like have a coat over your hair and seal that moisture in very well. So you want to make sure you use heavy butters, heavy oils like Jamaican black castor oil, heavy butters like shea butter, mango butter to seal in that moisture. You would find if you've been using shea butter that shea butter really works for your hair. If you realize that shea butter works for your hair, just continue like that and keep using heavy butters. In case you want to change, get another heavy butter for your hair. Don't forget the oils, heavy oils also. Next, like every natural hair person has learned to do, you want to avoid some products in your products. You want to avoid some ingredients in your products like silicones, parabens, sulfates. All of these things can take and strip your natural oil, and you don't have that luxury. So you want to make sure that you don't get products that have all of these ingredients that can dry out your natural oil. So avoid them, as should every natural. Actually, it's not just you that have high porosity hair, so you have to avoid all of these products that strip your hair of its natural oil by all means necessary. So avoid those products. Next, you want to avoid using it as less as possible. So your heat styling, or you're using your what's it called, straighteners and how, you want to avoid it as much as possible. Also, with that particular point is that you want to avoid chemicals, all these dyes, all these color treatments and how, especially ones that are not temporary. You want to avoid them as much as possible, because high porosity hair usually is damaged hair, and you don't want to be damaging your hair further by opening up your cuticles more. So just avoid it. Avoid chemicals, avoid hair dyes and color treatments and all of that as much as possible. Next, vary your water temperature when you want to wash your hair. Water temperature can like help you to either lift your cuticles or close your cuticles. Hot water will lift your cuticles, and since you already have lifted cuticles, you don't want that. So usually use lukewarm water, and when you want to finish your whole process, you use cold water to just seal up those cuticles. The cold water, you would like bring down your cuticles a bit, so you want to use cold water and just, you know, seal it when you're done with your whole wash day process or whatever process that you're doing. So temperature, water temperature can help you to seal your cuticles. So like when you are moisturizing, you want to use cold water to seal your cuticles and all. Next is you want to avoid using normal towel for your hair as much as possible. Your hair is already brittle, frizzy, dry. You don't want to add to all of that by using the normal towel that you use for your body to dry your hair. So if you don't have a microfiber towel, like I said in my last video about your must-have tools, just use a t-shirt, a smooth t-shirt to dry your hair instead of using towels. You don't want to dry your hair any further and damage it and break it and all of that. So use a t-shirt for your hair if you don't have a microfiber towel. Next is a black tea rinse. Black tea rinses are good for high porosity hair because they help to strengthen your hair strands. So you want to go ahead and do a black tea rinse, and make sure it's not green tea. Green tea works also, but usually for high porosity hair, you want to make sure it's a black tea. So you do a black tea rinse. All you have to do is put the tea, don't add anything to it or milk or anything. No, it's not like you're making tea. So just put the black tea in hot water, and when all the tea has already sipped into the water, then make sure it's a little bit warm before you pour it on your hair. Don't go and pour hot water on your hair. Oh, don't, your scalp will burn. So make sure it's lukewarm. You can put your finger in it and it won't do you any damage. Then you can now pour it on your hair, leave it to sit for like 20 minutes, and then rinse it out. That's how you do thin rinses basically. Just pour it on your hair like you're rinsing your hair with water, then leave it for like 20 minutes and then rinse it out. Then you continue with your processes. So black tea rinses, they strengthen your hair, they reduce hair loss, and also black tea can like dye your hair black. Of course, it will take a while of using black tea and all, but usually when you use black tea and you put it in a mug, you can see the blackness when you let it sit for a while in the mug. So it kind of like dyes your hair, but it has to be like long use before you can see that kind of progress. So black teas also can help with your hair. You want to go ahead and try that and see if it works for you. Next is aloe vera juice. Aloe vera contains protein, and like we said, protein is your best friend. It also contains vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. All of these things can help to strengthen your hair strands, and aloe vera is very moisturizing, so that's another plus. It contains a lot of water. Ways you can use this: you can put it in your spray bottle, or you can add it to your spray bottle content, or preferably have another spray bottle that has the aloe vera juice content, and then when you put water on your hair, then you can spray with the aloe vera juice and then continue with your moisturizing routine. So aloe vera juice is very moisturizing. It helps to strengthen your hair because it contains a lot of protein, and you can use it for normal everyday moisturizing. You can use it as a pre-poo, you can use it as a conditioner. You can like add it to your conditioner, mix it together before you add it to your conditioner. You can use it for a scalp massage. It's soothing to the scalp, so you can use it as a scalp massage. It's a very good detangler, so you can use it to detangle your hair also. So these are the several ways you can use aloe vera juice for your hair, and as you have high porosity, it's very good for your hair. Actually, for natural hair generally, aloe vera juice is good. It's good for low porosity hair, is also good for high porosity hair. So you want to go ahead and try aloe vera juice today and see if it works for you. So the next thing and the last tip I have for you to manipulate your hair for hair growth if you have high porosity hair is the apple cider vinegar rinse. Yes, popularly called the ACV rinse. So ACV is an acidic substance, and usually we hear that it's dull, brittle, frizzy, which are all characteristics of high porosity hair. You want to use ACV because usually high porosity hair has alkaline nature and ACV is acidic. So you kind of want to balance the pH of your hair by using a more acidic substance to balance the alkaline nature of your hair. You know, and ACV is just perfect for that. Perfect for that. So basically, you are nurturing your hair to a pH balance to get it back to good hair health. So you just want to use ACV and rinses. Is like the black tea rinse I described before. Just add a few tablespoons of ACV, add water to it, and give yourself a hair rinse. And then after a couple of minutes, you rinse that out also. So usually the ACV is basically for you to balance your hair pH. So try the aloe vera juice, try the ACV rinse, try the black tea, and all of these things I have listed above. Oh, one last thing also, your moisturizing technique should be the LOC technique. The LOC technique is said to work better for high porosity hair than for low porosity hair. So you can go ahead and try the LOC technique and see if it works for you. Guys, with all these few points of mine, I hope I have been able to convince you and not confuse you about the ways to manipulate your hair porosity to get your desired hair results. Over here at Stykes, we help you to achieve your hair goals, and this is one way that we do that. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me in the comment section. I will be very, very happy to oblige and answer. I could even dedicate a whole video to answer your questions. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe because my low porosity hair video is coming soon. And if you have friends that have high porosity hair, you can share this video with them and all of my other videos. I will link my hair growth videos down below. It's in a playlist, so you can just click on it and check all the hair growth videos at a glance and pick the ones you want to watch there. If you could also please share this video, it's really go a long way in helping me. Give this video a thumbs up, comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.